The James and Kristie Show. I have something really awesome for you guys. And this is the real deal. This is going to show you guys somebody who's probably making close to $1 million. I'm telling you, in this industry, I'm just like crazy money. And we're here to give you a ton of golden nuggets. This is the real deal. I hope you guys seriously have a pad of paper, a pen, because I'm going to be taking a lot of notes. And you guys, I'm telling you, this is something that we had planned for you guys for quite a while, and I hope you're extremely ready. What we're going to actually do is we're going to teach you how to make money in CPA advertising. Okay? This is going to be phenomenal to you guys. We're going to show you the easy way to do this really and hopefully put a lot of money in your pocket. I mean, we can literally almost put a boatload of money in your product if you follow these methods and these techniques that we have for you, because we're so excited, and I hope you're as excited as Kristie and I, because we're here to help every one of you guys because we care about all you guys. So Kristie, I know you're excited too. I mean, everybody needs to be excited about this, right, Kristie?
Oh, absolutely. Woohoo! We are excited. We have William Souza with us, and he and his partner Kinster put out this phenomenal course, and he's going to show you all about it and tell you all about it. And we want to say welcome, William, to the James and Kristie Show.
Thanks a lot, Kristie. It's a great pleasure for me to be here talking to you, to James, and to your audience. And I really hope I can help you have some useful and cool information about CPA.
Awesome, awesome. Welcome to the James and Kristie Show, William. I'm telling you, we're totally stoked to have you. And you know what? I think you set up a bunch of training for us today, and with a slides presentation.
Yes, I have a presentation to show you, and then after that we can talk about CPA and discuss, any topics that you consider relevant and anything that can help your guys start profiting from CPA.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen here to show you the presentation, and just a second.
I like your blue necklace, Kristie.
Oh, thank you, Mother's Day present.
Here it is. Look at this presentation. Very cool.
Yes, here we are.
Okay, great. So in this quick presentation, I just want to talk to you guys about CPA marketing, and it is the model that I believe that it's the future of the internet marketing industry, and I want to share some really cool things with you here today, and I really hope you get started with CPA if you're not doing it yet, or if you're already doing CPA. I also believe that with what you're going to learn today, you're going to be able to improve your business. So first of all, I just would like to introduce myself. So my name is William Souza, and I am a full-time CPA marketer from Brazil. Actually, I got started with internet marketing back in 2007, then switched to CPA 2 years later. And during this period, I have been working with CPA, worked with many CPA networks, won some contests with those companies as well. And also, just 2 years ago, I founded my own lead generation company here in my country, Brazil, and now I'm happy to say that it's a very successful company with clients in both South and North America. So besides that, I also have been coaching people since 2010. That's one of my passions. I really love supporting others, helping people start their CPA businesses. It's a great feeling, and it's something that I intend to continue to do for years to come. So this is just my background. I don't want to take a lot of your time with this, and so let's now start talking about CPA. So I think that the question is, why CPA marketing? There are so many models available out there, so many different types of things that you can do when it comes to internet marketing. So why you should pick CPA and focus your efforts, your time on CPA marketing and build your business around that model. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons why CPA marketing is probably the best model for you to use now to start building a successful internet marketing business. The first reason is just because it can make you serious money, and it can be done just with some simple strategies. All right, so I'm talking about real money. I'm talking about building a consistent, sustainable, long-term income on the internet using a model that's not just a powerful model, but a model that's growing extremely fast, because CPA has a lot of potential now, but it's growing super fast, and I believe that in the next months and in the next years it will be even bigger. So I'm going to show you some screenshots from some of my accounts, but I don't want to show this as an income proof or anything like that. I know that those things are super annoying, so I just want to show you those figures just to give you a good idea on how much money you can expect to make with CPA. Okay, so it's just to give you an idea on how fantastic and how amazing CPA is and what's the potential for people who start using this model. So that's the only purpose of showing the screenshot. So the first screenshot, I just took a screenshot from my PayPal account. It's a recent one, and the three payments that I underlined are from CPA Networks. Okay, so I picked a 1 week period or something close to that, and as you can see here, we have three cool payments from CPA Network. So the first one is, I don't know if you can see it very well there, so I'm going to just say the numbers. The first one is $7,800, the second one is $8,600, and the third one is $3,400. These are all payments from CPA Networks. Of course, we're talking about gross revenue here, but the vast majority of my campaigns run with ROI above 100%, so you can assume that at least 50% of this is income. It's profit. So it should give you an idea on how much money you can make with CPA Networks. And actually, this is not my best week. It's just a random week. And eventually we can we hit even better numbers. So just for you to have an idea on how much money you can make just by working with some cool CPA networks and have some effective strategies to use. Another screenshot here is from my local clients. It's about would be more on the local lead generation side of the thing. Not something that you should focus on in the beginning, but just to give you an idea again on the potential of online lead generation. So here we have some payments from clients. It's pretty much the same period.
William, if I can interject real quick, if you can click that slide and people will be able to see it. It's still on the first slide.
Oh, sorry, I don't understand. Can you repeat, please, James?
If you can click on the number 5 slide or whichever one you're on, that way it'll come right up.
Let me see. Slide number 5.
Exactly, you got it, or whatever one you're on.
Okay, perfect.
Good
So
call. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So all right. So as I was saying, these are all payments from local clients. Here the numbers, they are in our local QHANs, Brazilian reais, but you know, $1 it's worth something around 2 Brazilian reais. So as you can see here, we have something around I think it's $30,000 or so in payments. The ROI for these campaigns, it's much better. It's around 200%. So it's also you know, a cool number, almost $2,000 in profits. That's for just a 1 week period. Of course, we have been doing this for a while. We have been doing CPA for several years now. But you know, CPA, and it's also easy for beginners. Actually, that's reason number 2. So if you have the right strategy, you can make money with CPA, and that doesn't have to take a lot of time to start producing results. The reason it's actually very simple. CPA involves no selling. It's all about lead generation. And when you are just generating leads, the process, it's much easier. The biggest problem that people face on the internet when trying to get started with internet marketing is the fact that they have to sell something. So when they can focus just on generating leads, the process becomes much easier and also much faster. So you can expect to see very good numbers if you start focusing on CPA, and you can expect that to happen in a short period of time. And the third reason why you should get started with CPA, and in my opinion that's the most important one, is because it is the future of the internet marketing industry. So more and more big companies and big brands are starting to invest heavily on CPA and on online lead generation. So it's a great opportunity for affiliates, and chances are that this is going to continue to grow along the next months and the next years. So it's a great moment to enter this industry and to start building your CPA business. So that's it for this quick presentation. I just wanted to give you an introduction, let you know who I am, and why you should be focusing on CPA. Now I'm going to get back to switch to the webcam again, and we can talk more about CPA and a few other important things.
Cool.
So,
William, can you tell, if someone's never done CPA before, what kinds of niches can they go into?
Okay, perfect. I think that the first goal for someone who's getting started, it should be just, to reach the profits, not to work with the most profitable niche or the biggest niche. So what I recommend for people who are getting started is to start with niches that allow them to promote simple offers that convert upon a free registration, and that can be promoted with simple strategies. So my favorite niches for beginners are gaming. It's a great niche. Dating offers, they are also easy to promote. Other niches that have freebies and free stuff. The health niche has lots of offers like that. I think that those niches are probably the best ones for beginners.
Awesome. And then say that I really had a goal of making $30,000 a month, and I wanted to try to accomplish that goal within 1 year. Where would I start out?
Okay, so CPA, it's all about making money with CPA marketing. It's all about understanding the process to make a campaign profitable. Once you can make one campaign profitable, you can make 10 campaigns profitable, 20 campaigns profitable. So I think that a good first step would be to start with simple campaigns promoting the offers that I just mentioned on easy traffic sources like Facebook, Plenty of Fish. Social PPC is actually a very good route for beginners. And once you can figure out how to make your first campaign profitable, then it's just a matter of repeating the process and setting up 10, 15 campaigns. The campaigns, they're easy to create and also easy to manage. So having multiple campaigns running simultaneously, it is possible, and you know, $30,000 per month, it becomes a realistic figure when you consider that.
Okay, and William, how do you do a campaign? For example, if I wanted to do, you know, PPC, what's the least amount of money I would spend on advertising to get started, to see results and to test, you know, an offer?
Okay, perfect. Yeah, CPA, the real power of CPA relies on paid advertising, but it doesn't have to be something expensive. If you start with the right traffic source and right strategy, you can start with just, you know, $200, you know, $300. It should be enough. It should be enough to start setting up your first campaigns, to get your first campaigns going. So that's with the traffic source that I mentioned, Facebook, Plenty of Fish. Other traffic sources, they can be more expensive, but that's a great starting point. So I think that $200, $300, that's a great budget to get started with CPA.
Okay, if I invested, say, $100, what's the average amount that I could expect on a return? You know, if I invested $100, what could give me a ballpark figure, William? You know, what I could expect back?
Yeah, sure. My campaigns, most of them have an ROI between 100 and 200%, so you could expect probably to make $200 or $300 back. Of course, it depends on the campaign, it depends on the traffic source, and I think that every marketer should have their minimum. So sometimes, you know, I have some friends who run campaigns with 30% or more, and that's already cool for them. For me, since I live in Brazil, you know, the taxes are a real problem here, so I just like to focus more on campaigns that have a better ROI. So most of my campaigns and the campaigns that I teach my students how to create, they have an ROI of 100%, 150%, something around that.
Cool. How long do you test a campaign for?
Okay, yes, I know that people have a very common rule for that, which is spending 2 or 3 times the payout of the offer. I like to use a slightly different process. I like to focus more on the specific metrics. So, for example, if I'm going to set up a campaign on Facebook, what I usually do is just to set a goal for my click-through rate, a goal for my conversion rate, and then I start testing the campaign until I hit those goals. If I test several variations for the ads, for example, and I can't hit the click-through rate, I just quit the campaign. If I test a few landing pages, can't hit a good conversion rate, I quit the campaign as well. So that's the way that I test campaigns. So usually testing a simple campaign, it takes like 3-4 days, not more than that. After that, you should already have the possibility to start scaling the campaign.
William, that's really good information. Can you tell us first, what do you think is the best traffic source to start with? Say you've not done this, and you want to invest wisely. And what's the best traffic source, 1, and 2, can you tell them how to avoid being married to a campaign that's not making money?
Okay, so for the best traffic source, I believe that Facebook is a great traffic source. It's easy to get started with. And some people talk about account bans, but that's just when you are promoting the wrong offers. If you have the right offers, that you almost never happen. And it's a simple traffic source. It has a lot of volume, and it allows you to get super targeted traffic because I believe that demographic-based traffic is the best type of traffic that we have, simply because we can know exactly who's on the other side. It's not like on a search engine when we have just a keyword, but we have all the information about that person, their location, their age, their interests. So I think that when you have this kind of targeted traffic, I believe that it's much easier to make the campaigns profitable. So I would say that Facebook is the best traffic source for beginners. And so I just forgot about your second question. Can you repeat, please?
Oh, some people get caught up in, they just have this one favorite thing that they want to promote, but it's not making them money, and they don't want to let go. What would you advise, in that situation?
Okay, and I see that some people, they tend to go with something that they believe they are more familiar with because they believe that they will be able to have better results promoting that kind of offer. But that can make sense if you were trying to sell something, but when you are just capturing leads, the process is much easier. So I do a lot of gaming, for example, and I'm not a gamer myself. So I think that you should always try to make decisions based on not on personal preferences, but actually based on your business. So if a niche is better than the other for your business, you should definitely go for it. And with CPA, it's not complex to do it because, as I said, generating leads, it's much easier than generating sales. So even if you are not familiar with a niche, just a quick research and a few tests can help you get things going with that niche.
That's awesome. Really, so if I really, now that you guys are averaging around $30,000 to $40,000 a month, now what I'm looking for is really almost like a mentor or somebody that actually can take me by the hand or have a course or somewhere. I know you have something for us so that we can possibly, hopefully, watch over your shoulder and how you make a $30,000, $40,000 in a month. Is that something that you have for us today, William?
Yes, exactly, James. So in the next days, we're going to be launching CPA Evolution, and it's a new training program. But I like to say that it's more than just a training program. It's not something that you get once, read a report, watch a video, get information, and that's it. CPA Evolution, it will actually be a community, a place for CPA marketers to share information, to exchange ideas, and to continue to use for a long period of time. So CPA Evolution, it's going to be not just a training program that's newbie friendly and will help people to get started with CPA, but also a community that will support them through the entire process and that will help them not just to have one or two profitable campaigns, but actually to build a sustainable CPA business. And another cool thing about CPA Evolution that I think that's important to mention is that that training program, it was created based on some innovative techniques that my team and I have been using to reach those figures that you just mentioned. And actually, the whole training, it is focused on some techniques that the top marketers are using now, but that most people don't even know about. So people who join, they can expect to have access to some fresh information, things that they won't find anywhere else, and most importantly, things that produce results, but they don't have that huge competition now, like a few things that become very popular and everybody's doing. So it's not that kind of thing. It's something that's gonna allow them to really create something solid and sustainable and build their CPA business.
William, what's inside the course? Do you have videos? Are they over the shoulder? And how many do you have? What kind of instruction is inside there?
Okay, perfect. So the first thing that people will see when they join the portal is the training module. So we have there 4 main training modules, and so they will have access to module 1 right from day 1. Then after that, the other modules, they will be unlocked gradually every 2 weeks. And after they complete the 4 modules, they should have a good understanding of CPA and should be already making money with CPA. But every single module is actionable, so they can take action and see results and get profits right from day 1. And besides the main modules, we also have several other extra modules covering other techniques and traffic sources. And we also have a forum, which in my opinion is the most important part of the community, because not only we are going to be exchanging a lot of information there, but also we're going to be continuing with the training there in the next weeks and in the next months by using case studies. So they can expect to see lots of case studies there, and they will be able to see exactly how I set up the campaigns, how I optimize the campaigns, how I scale the campaigns, and I think that it's going to be a great experience for them. Oh, and of course, one more thing, they're going to have obviously direct access to me, so I'll also help them to set up the campaigns, optimize the campaigns, analyze the metrics, and make sure that they understand the exact process that they have to use to create their campaigns.
That's huge. I'm telling you, for William to say that you're gonna have access to him, I paid $5,000 a month for coaching. Okay, I'm just telling you straight off, $5,000 for coaching, and you're gonna get access to William, who's giving you his over the shoulder and showing you how they create $30,000 to $40,000 a month. That is huge. That is like, I mean, that's crazy, isn't it, Kristie? I mean, that's a wow factor.
Yeah, one weekend I paid $5,000 to go see Matt Basak and sit under and have him coach us one-on-one in a circle. I mean, that was thousands of dollars, and that was just for 3 days. And so William being accessible to someone at William's level is really extraordinary. It really is. And William said there's going to be a forum. And if you're not familiar with a forum, it is a community of people who are all doing the same thing you're doing. And you're going in and you're reading their questions and you're putting in your own questions, and it's awesome. It's like it's like sitting at a meeting with a group of people who are having the same questions and problems and solutions, and then when someone has a breakthrough and they make $100 or $1,000, you have it all right there, and you can ask them, how did you do it? Plus you can ask William, here's my campaign on gaming, how can I make this better? How can I make my ad better? And that alone is so valuable, really it is. And so William, we are so glad that you are teaching this, and that is my background as well. I came from an educational background where I taught school, and then I went into substitute teaching, and unfortunately I love children and I love teaching, but the school systems have gotten so dangerous that really my grown children did not want me to teach anymore. And so that's when I decided I wanted this really badly. That's where you have to be. I've got to want it bad enough to make it happen. And you know what? I didn't know how to do all this. I didn't know how to do it, but you know what? I found somebody like William and Kinster, and I decided, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it. And so can you. I'm 56 years old, and I came to the point where I decided no more excuses. No more. I have no excuse. I mean, we've got the power of the internet. William is sitting there in Brazil. We're in southern United States. There's absolutely no limit to what you can do online, really. And so I decided I was going to do it. And my substitute teaching job, it only paid $79 a day. And it's really hard to live on $79 a day. Mm-hmm. And you may be in a similar situation. That you're just begging to get out, and you just don't even want to hit the alarm clock at night because you don't want to get up the next day because you really don't want to go to your job. That's when you really want it bad. Now, we in Kinster are offering you something that can change your life. This is life-changing income, okay? So check it out. It's not going to hurt anything to check it out. If we can do it, if William can do it, you can do it too. And we really encourage you to change your life.
William, I had a question. So once I get in there and I get into your mentoring circle and into the course and the product itself, so if I have a question, for example, about a specific campaign, and let's say that I have this campaign going and I'm promoting a dating offer, and so you're going to be there to help me with traffic sources or questions?
Yes, absolutely. As I said, you're going to have access to many marketers on the forum who will also give their opinions and help with that. But you're going to have direct access to me, so I'll go over your campaign. I'll check all the details of the campaign. You're going to be able to send me the stats, the numbers, the ads, everything. I'll go through everything, and I'll get back to you with my suggestions, what I believe you're doing wrong, what it should be improving. And then after you do that, again, you can report back to me, and I'll make sure that we keep this communication until you make the campaign profitable and achieve the results.
Guys, you just heard it, okay? I spent $5,000 for coaching, okay? This is nowhere even near that. I'm telling you, Kristie spent $5,000 over a weekend. I'm just telling you, what you're getting here is direct access to people that are making quite a bit of money. Okay, quite a bit of money, 30, 40,000 a month. Do you understand how that would change your lives? How that would actually secure your future, your children's future, your family's future? I'm going to wrap it up. I know I talk a lot, but I'm going to tell you guys, really, totally. Social Security is not there no more. Nobody's going to take care of you. Nobody's going to help you. Okay, you got to help yourself. If you don't help yourself, nobody else is going to be there for you. If you don't do for yourself, I promise you, nobody else is going to be there. I mean, there's no lifeline. There's no help. You got it. This is your chance. Remember the old story what I told you that, you know what, the guy was inside the tree. And he says, you know what, God's going to help me. God's going to, you know, and he goes, and all of a sudden he dies. And then he says, you know, why didn't you help me? He said, look, I sent a boat. I sent a helicopter. I sent the Marines, everybody. But you kept on. So what else am I going to do? We're here to help you guys. I recommend this 100%. Okay, I don't say that very often. Kristie's going to tell you that. I recommend this 100%. These guys are the real deal. If you want the early bird price, if you want to get in this as early as possible, get the best price, click the link on the bottom. I'm telling you, really, if you don't do this, what else are you going to do? Are you going to still do the same thing you've been doing for the last 10 years, spinning your wheels? I'm telling you, jump on it now. I'm going to let William have the last word. William, if they're sitting on the fence, and what would you actually tell them?
Yes, I want to say that not just about CPA evolution, but about CPA as a whole thing. This is a great moment for you to get started with that motto, and I strongly recommend people to start working with CPA right now. I think that this industry is kind of about to explode, and when it happens, we don't know how the scenario is going to be. So the best thing they can do is to enter now, to make sure that they are in a comfortable position, and then when they have this explosion, it's going to be just good for them because we're going to have more offers, more companies to work with, certainly better payouts. CPA is also growing now in many emerging markets. Brazil is a perfect example. So this is also an opportunity that's going to be knocking their door in the next weeks and the next months. So I think that this is the perfect moment to enter the CPA industry. And yeah, as you're right, James, not doing this now would be certainly a mistake. And I think that CPA evolution is also a great opportunity because not just because of the direct access that they're going to have to me, but also because they're going to have the chance to be part of an active community that will be a supportive community and that will be full of great information and great people who will be looking to help each other and offer as much information and support as possible. So yes, I think this is a great opportunity and probably the best moment to start building a CPA business.
That's awesome. You know what? Go for it now, guys, before it's not available anymore, because you should have, could have, would have, but you didn't. Well, you know what? Imagine 10 years from now, you're working at your crappy job. I'm just telling you, don't be one of those people. Please don't. We do care about every one of you guys. We want to actually pull you guys up. We want to pull everybody up with everybody. And you know what? There's enough for everybody. Remember, this business can be done anywhere in the world. You can. Kristie was telling me the other day. I'll close it off. I promise, Kristie. But didn't you tell me that you were working on the beach with your laptop?
I was. I went to Daytona Beach, and I was on the beach with my kids. And when they said we want to run down, to the pier, I said, okay, you run down to the pier, and I ran back to the room. I checked my laptop, sent an email, boom, boom, bang, made money while I was laying back on the beach. We went to Bubba Gump's Shrimp Factory, had a fabulous dinner, was making money, ding, ding, PayPal, while I was eating at Bubba Gump's Shrimp Factory. And, I mean, that is why we are telling you this works. We are living it. It really does work. And I wanted to give that thought of the day, James. I mean, it's so important to start with the right mindset. That's what William and Kinster would tell you, that this is what they did. Today I will do what others will not. So tomorrow I can do what others can't. So on vacation you can be making money while you're touring the beach or the world or going to Brazil. You can do what others cannot if you start today. Ready, set, go.
All right, guys, you heard it. I mean, I told you, you're going to do this anywhere in the world. I'm telling you, just like Kristie said, I do it in Charleston. I make my money when I'm sleeping. I'm just letting you know. So, I mean, go for it now. Otherwise, You coulda, woulda, shoulda, but you know what? When you go over there, you know, up in the sky, and you say, you know what? Why didn't you help me? Well, we're helping you right now. All right, later on, everybody, click the link on the bottom. Check it out. I promise you'll love it.
Click that link. Bye, William.
Okay, we're getting our copy right now. Pow.